All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody is having a great day, a great week, a great life so far. If you're not, man, you watching this video right here, so it's you doing great so far. That's what we're gonna. That's how we're gonna go with that. Everybody doing great. All right. So as usual, I want to make sure that I get my comments and so I can see you guys. Your what you're saying and so I can respond. Um, so this is your boy Ella from ksound.com. I am doing this Machine Studio production live. I'm working on a song for a client of mine's, and I pretty much have a good idea as to the direction I want to go in, messing around with some drums, whatever. I'm starting from scratch so that you guys know, and I'm hoping everything is synced up correctly. You guys can hear me perfectly, and you can hear the music. It seems as though everything is working cool. So if you're looking at my screen, I have my Personas 192 mobile back here, and this is in the background. This is how I get my mic to come through here with some of the effects, the compressor, EQ, gate, that type of thing. So I'm gonna put that in the background just so in case y'all wondering what is that thing in the background he got. That's what it is. And so this is my machine here, the Machine 2.0. This is at the moment the latest is 2.4.6.4. All right. So I really didn't do a review to the new updates as it came out. I didn't really feel like, well, I didn't have time. I'll be honest, I just didn't really have time. But they made some nice adjustments. Like now I can turn on the loop on and off on here instead of committing to you in the past it was when you play your scene or whatever scene you are on, it'll just loop automatically until you go to the scene section and tell it to it was like an all button. And I might need to change up my course because I have a course available for some of you guys that wants to learn more about studio Machine Studio. It's available on my site at ksound.com/asu, and they made some changes to the point where I may have to go back and kind of make some change. But I mean, it's pretty much the same. Is the workflow is pretty much the same. So if you guys are new to this and you want to learn more about how to get started, it's pretty much the same. But for some of you guys that may come across some things that does not exist anymore, you can feel free to hit me up anytime, and I'll kind of go through that stuff one on one with you. I have no problem with that. I just may need to do a new course. As a matter of fact, I'm working on presenting that in the new platform that I'm working on for the ASU. So that's coming to you guys soon. So don't even worry about that. So yeah, I got something here that I'm working on. I'm looking at a BPM of 108. I think that's what I wanted to go with that. So I'm gonna go to my browse section and I'm looking at the Lilac Glare, which is one of Native Instruments' newest drum kits available. There's another one they just dropped. Was actually two of them they just dropped, but I like the Lilac Glare here because it's more so geared towards the hip hop heads or whatever. So my hard drive right now is waking up. Okay, it's woke. All right, so we're gonna go all the way to kick, and there's a favorite I like. I think I like that one. This kick is called the kick Barracuda one. Yeah, you guys can see that on the screen. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so please forgive me if I totally screwed that up. What's up, Darren? What's good, man? Ted, what's up? What's up? So let's see. So my BPM is, I wanted to go with 108. Let's see what that sound like. Okay, so give me a second because I had an idea that I made note to an idea I wanted to go with, and I want to revisit it because I forgot trying to set up everything. Okay, so I make notes when I come up with stuff, when I hear things on my way to bed. First thing, waking up in the morning, I kind of like hum things out, and I wanted to like, kind of stick with that idea. Kevin Clark, what's up, man? So okay, so let's select that. So that's a good what 2 bar look like? Yeah, well 4 bars. So let's go and I can keep the kick going and let's go with that. I'm gonna do some adjusting. We're gonna switch to ADSR and we're gonna kind of cut it. Actually, 80 AHD. And then immediately I could turn down my snare. So I kind of overdubbed that or overwritten that because it was going up and down. And one of the things you could do, which I like about this, is you can go sensitive. By default, it's going to be sensitive. So like you can. So depending on how hard you hit your pad, well, keep wanting to say Studio One. Studio One is a platform I use all the time. Machine will respond to the sensitivity of how hard you hit the pad. But if that's not what you're looking for, you can always go here to pad mode and hit the fixed velocity. I'm sorry you guys can't see. There's not a second camera. I'm working on getting that done. Like I have a second camera, but I used to do that. I used to have two angles or whatever, but I'm not set up right now for 2 angles. So you guys just you got to kind of follow what I'm saying. So if you got the machine, you can just kind of what I mean. I'll call out what I'm doing. So I went to my pad mode and then I went to fixed velocity. So anytime I hit, no matter how hard or soft I hit the pad, it will always hit full velocity, 127 velocity, and that's the maximum. There you go. And then I'll just adjust my snare and just make sure you select the sound button. So you got your master, you got your group sound, and you got your cue. Cue works for like when you're browsing or your metronome or whatever. So in this case, the pad that I'm on, I'm gonna select sound and just immediately just turn it down. Darren, what's up? Benjamin, you finally came out, bro. What's up? I like that. So I'm gonna take the fixed velocity off because I actually want to I want it to be pressured in. So like that. Now there's a extra note that I did not approve of. I don't know where that came from, but I'm gonna go to my events section and press on the pad that I want to, make that adjustments, and I can hit my toggle, my cursor here, and go between the different notes, and then hit clear, and that's done. Benjamin says, glad to be in the midst, brother. Man, I'm honored that you're here, man. Darren says, how often do you use the link group function, like to layer sounds? I use it quite often, actually, when I using like say like I want to build up my my kick here. I will use that, like, say like I want to add another kick. Let's go with that. And then I'll go to my pad. I kind of do it here and there depending, but it's something I use frequently. So I want to link this. This is going to be link 1. That's my master. This one is also going to be link 1. And this is going to be my slave. So it's litting up both my kicks. And to distinguish my kicks, I love the colors in here, I'm telling y'all. So I'll go here. Let's see, the next pad is 5. And I'll go in here and change the color to it just so it just look better. And for those of you that seen my Maschine, seen several stuff I've did, like videos here and there, and you seen that I was using a different color pad. Where are they? I had some blue pads that I was trying out here. If you guys are interested in changing your pads out to a different color, you could do so. But I just thought when I read the description, it said that they were clear and they were see through, meaning that some of the colors can be seen through the blue or whatever. So I went with that idea, and I even talked to the guys, and they said you can actually see the colors through it or whatever, but you can't see it that well. I can see it a little bit, as long as it's like, I can see a little colors coming through, but just the feel of it, I thought I was purchasing like pads that were a little bit softer, because I feel like the pads on the Maschine is a little hard, with my finger. For somebody that's always using the Maschine, you kind of want you want that MPC, that true MPC feel. Like when I was using the MPC, I love the feel and the vibe of the MPC. But so I thought I was doing that, purchasing these pads from a MPC pad maker. I'm not gonna put their name out there, but these really didn't do it for me. So I went ahead and changed everything back to the colors, because I love to see the colors come through, and it makes sense because I do a lot of stuff, and I need to be able to color code everything properly or whatever, because I have reverbs and crap going through the same the same group, right? And a lot of times I like to put my reverb on like 16, and I might do something on 15 or whatever, and those just be like dedicated to effects or whatever, and I'll like color those blue or some crap like that. Like I do stuff like that. Okay, so now I feel like the kick is extra hard. It's hitting two. Is So we're gonna bring those down. And let's see if we can change the pitch. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. So let's go to another sound bank. All right, so this right here, I'm actually sending it to a reverb, no, like a delay or something like that. So I'm gonna color this a different color, like a blue or something like that, and I'm gonna put a reverb there, or not a reverb, like a delay. Kevin Clark, man, what's up? Do you recommend Reason 9 or Complete? Um, Let me explain briefly what they are, as I think you got it kind of mixed up. Reason 9 is a music production software where you can add your ideas and create stuff. You make beats out of that. Complete is a library, and Complete provides all your sounds and different things like that. So they are two different things. You know what I mean? Now, if you was to go with Reason, you can't get Complete because Reason only supports its own platforms or its own. They make their own stuff. So they don't support third party plugins, VSTs and AUs and VST3s or whatnot, right? But if you have Studio One, then you can get Complete as well and use Complete library like that. You know what I mean? Or if you have the Maschine here, you can have the Complete library because Maschine is from the same maker. So if you have the Complete library, I could go in here anytime. Like right now, you guys can see right here on my screen, this is Razor. Razor is a Complete instrument. And all of these other effects that you guys see, the RC24, the Solid EQ, the Charger GT, the Transient Master, which I use all of the time, most of the time, the guitar rig, all that stuff is like complete. Those are elements of Complete. Which Maschine expansion is this? Right now I'm using two different ones at the moment. I've used Lilac Glare, and then I moved to the output. It's a vocal engine. Now I'm looking for okay. I'm looking for a delay right now, which is a Native Instruments deal. Um, More than likely, I'm going with the replica. I'm gonna go with the standard settings, and so for with this sound right here, all I'm gonna do is hit my channel button here and go to aux on this pad right here, and I'm gonna send this to A1, the 16th pad, which is Group A, the 16th pad, and now I'm gonna go here to my replica and make it do something special. So we're gonna change the mix, I guess. I don't want it dotted. Let's go straight. Oh, first you gotta turn it up too. You gotta turn up the level, obviously. So we're gonna change our timing. I actually want the sync. Is the sync on? Where's my sync? Something like that. Let's turn that down some. Like that. Kind of want to do something like that. Yeah, Complete 11 is coming pretty soon. Absolutely. Rasul, thanks for coming out, man. Which vocal engine? I've been looking at Evocal and Excel. Yeah, Excel is the one I have. Excel is the one I have. Absolutely. That thing is pretty dope. So now I'm gonna go to my group B, and I'm gonna find a nice little bass, a nice bass sound to go along with this idea I got in my head. 'Cause I got a rap artist, and she feel like she want to sing sometimes. So we might go in the vein of like Drake or something. So it needs to be like something melodic. And what bass? Where is my bass? What bass I want to use? Do I want to use massive? I could use massive bass. And the cool thing about this, like, the Maschine made this update a few updates ago, but you can select your favorites in here as well. So if there's a favorite, instead of like scrolling through all of the sounds, you can actually see your favorites, and you can hit this button here in the browse. You got to be in browse first, And then there's a start button up here you can press, and you see all your favorites that you made favorites. I don't have any favorites in Massive because I just be going, just seeing what I can come up with. Um, I'm gonna end up changing the mode to. Nah, I don't think I want to change the mode because I'm still deciding on where I want to go. So I'm not really sure. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Um, so let's turn that down. Something like that. Ben says, is it more handy to just use the DAW Studio One versus two? Just use Maschine Studio. Actually, it's really up to you. It's up to you. Like, I know the workflow of both ends. I know how to get in Studio One to do what I need to, and if I need to come in and do something in Maschine, I know how to do that as well. A lot of times I'll combine the two, which is another cool factor. So like if you like everything about Maschine and you want to add it to your linear production workflow, which is Logic or Studio One or whatever you're using, it could be Cubase or Pro Tools. You know what I mean? I use them both, and it's a good thing that Maschine is a plugin inside of your DAW because like that's just pretty dope, you know. So I'm gonna add this in here because I like this. 2, 3, 4. So I messed up a note, no biggie. I'm gonna go back to my event section and I can edit that out actually. Let's go to piano mode and I can see that mistake that I made, and I'm gonna just use my cursor tool. I can see that mistake right here. Okay, so I see it. I'm gonna kill that. Let's clear that, and then I'm gonna go to the next note, and I can actually extend that note. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. I actually had to go back to step mode to change the length, but I want to go back this way. Actually, I'll need to change the position where it starts. So I have to go back to edit, and we're going to nudge it over. And you guys wait. I'll make sure you guys can see that. So we're gonna make that a little smaller so you guys can see that on the screen. Okay. And I did that through my controller. Like I can control what y'all see through the controller, which is pretty cool. And it's through the navigate button. So some of you guys that have no clue what the navigate button means or what it does, that's what it does. It actually controls your screen, like as far as zooming in and out and scrolling and all that good stuff. So we're gonna go back to step mode, and then we're gonna control the length. Boom. Now the length is, I think, where I want it. I think. Now, another thing. Now the editing process inside of here is a little tedious though. Like I will say that it's not as easy as Studio One. Like if you was in there controlling the editing aspect of it, but it's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. You could definitely do it. Um, I'm gonna go back to my step mode, and we're gonna select them all. I want to get them all. I think I have to do that in events and select them all, and then go back to step mode, and then change the velocity all to 127. So I'm gonna go back to massive and kind of change the. I'm gonna change the glide. So I like that. That's cool. So you can do adjustments on the machine itself, and you can make those adjustments inside of your computer. So in case you guys was wondering how to do that, you actually had to go to your it's a shift navigate, I believe. So now I can see um the plugin itself, and if you want more parameters, like if you want the actual massive, like you want to get in like and really do some things to it, you actually have to click this. No, you don't click that. Yeah, okay, you do click that, and then you can get the full plugin itself and do whatever you need to. And this is what I'm used to, the full plugin. So now I can like make like adjustments. I can turn it up some. Now I feel like my snare's not hitting hard enough, so we're gonna go in and add another snare on top of that. And let's see. My hard drive is waking up again. And let's go to Golden Kingdom. Let's see what's going on in there. So I'm gonna go to the drums. Um, let's go to clap. Let's see. Now I don't like the claps. Let's go to snare. I like that one. Ah. So I'm dealing with a latency issue right now because I got all this stuff going through my computer. So let's fix that. So I'm gonna put an effect on that, change it up, give it a different effect. I'm gonna try the mouth. That sounds pretty cool. And all I'm gonna do is put a high pass filter. Kind of pan it off a little bit to the right a little bit. Yeah, can you speed up or slow down the samples in Maschine? Yeah. That's what I was doing. Yep. That's exactly what I did. So all you do is you hold the pad that you want to speed up or slow down, and then you hit the toggle wheel. That's the quickest way to do it. And then you will see these other things light up. It'll say tune, and then you can do your thing, and you'll see it change. If you want to do fine tuning, you just go to like I can toggle to you just got to be in your sampler thing here. So if you guys see how I can like toggle between two of my my plugins so far, so you just got to make sure you are there, and you can also do it on your screen as well. Like you can actually move stuff around like this if you want to, but I feel like the quickest way is just stay right here in Maschine and do your adjustments right here. So what I'm doing is I hit my shift to do fine tuning. Without changing the pitch. So you're talking about time stretching. Hold on. As far as the sampler, yeah, I believe you can do that in the sampler. Um, I just forgot how to do that. I forgot how to do that. Wait. Yeah, I forgot how to do that. I gotta figure that out. But you can do it inside of Machine. I just forgot how to do that. How to time stretch, speed up, slow down your samples without it affecting the actual pitch. I just forgot. All right, so I'm gonna play around with some more samples, and I'm actually go to the instruments, and we're gonna go to Excel. Let's go to Excel. Now, just right out the back, I really dig how I can go through the sounds, the samples really quick because using it as a plug-in, it's not this quick. So I can just scroll through everything right here, which is pretty cool to me. So I'm gonna let it load. It's wow. Now it wants to go through this process. I haven't used Excel like this in Machine yet, so I'm guessing it's doing it because this is the first time I'm using it. If I'm using Excel, I usually just grab one of those quick samples in the sample section, and I'll grab those like you guys seen me do. But now I'm using the actual instrument itself, and so it's going through this like this authorization mode, and it wants to validate stuff. I'm hoping that that's something that won't happen every time I go here because that's a workflow slowdown. But this thing is dope. Now I will say like, there's a lot of parameters. Even while it's 31 pages, it's a lot of parameters that you can control through the machine itself. But um, I think for this instance, I'm gonna go to the computer because I kind of like it better doing, going through some of the things, playing around with the. So now I gotta find the key and see if I can groove with this. Dennis, what's up, man? So you can add to. Let's see what this does. I like that. Yeah. I likes that. Chip, what's up? Appreciate the comment, man. And then I can do a little more to it. If I wanted to spread it, I can do that. Yeah, I like it like that. That's cool. Yes, sir. That's it right there. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that. I'm digging that. I usually don't do things where I go live that I dig to the point where I want to keep it, but seeing that, because I just be on here just showing you guys stuff, just so I can show you like some of the tips and tricks and as to how to do stuff, and I'll just be throwing stuff together just to get the point across. But this is what I'm digging, and I'm doing this for an artist currently at the moment. She's looking for that Drake sound, and I'm trying to give her something that is relevant, I guess. And I just do the best I can to achieve that sound. I do what I can. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I need to work on it a little more, but I'm gonna save it, like, because in case anything happens, that's like one of the things you gotta do, and I failed to do that during this stream. But one of the things that I like to do is like saving everything. Like every 5 minutes, you save. Now I just need to find where I want to put it. I don't know where I want to put it, but I don't know. I'll put it here. Let's make a folder here. What should I call it? I don't know. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. I don't know what I'll just call it Drake for right now. and I'll change the name to it later. I'll change it later. I just want to save it, and yeah, just so in case something happens, I have everything going on right now. All right, so they made adjustments here. Like, do you guys remember when you it was preference, then it was I can't remember where it was. It was like another area where we had to go to get to the the actual interface section. But like if you go to preference, like everything is through here now. Like you got your audio through here. This is where all your routing is. And then you got all your MIDI information here in your library. Your plugins, hardware, your colors, and I believe default was always, or in general, was always here. I think the newest thing that they added was audio and MIDI. So audio and MIDI was in that other section. I think it was settings or something like that. Yeah, I believe it was settings, and then you had your preference. So they just combined all of that stuff in here. So now when you need to set up your MIDI interfaces, so like if you got a keyboard and you wondering why your keyboard not working like you see me do, well, this is where you will go, and you will set up your input and make sure you turn on whatever that MIDI keyboard you have. You make sure you click it, and it pretty much will activate it. I'm guessing because the other way you had to turn it on. Like there was something next to it that says on off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing the way to turn it on is actually checking the box, and it actually turns it on. And if your keyboard has like an output or whatever, like MIDI outputs on the back or something like that, the output, that's what the output is for. But most of the times it's going to be your input or your output. I say turn them both on just to keep the confusion down. Your inputs is something coming into it, whatever. Just turn them both on. You see your keyboard, like in my instance, Impact LX49. This is what I have right now currently. So my input is both checked, and my output is checked for it as well. But I have MIDI ins and outs on my mobile device too, I think. No, I don't. I thought I did. I thought I did. I don't know. No, I don't have it. I don't remember seeing a MIDI. Maybe it's one on the full rack mount, the 8 mic pre joint. Cause I'm looking at where it says MIDI in. Like, what is that for? MIDI in. I didn't know the Personas had this 192 had a MIDI. Maybe it do, and whatever. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. Man, how long has it been? I've been live for quite some time. Okay, so I think and another cool thing that they added was like if you want to export your file, they still did not add the MP3 format, which would be like a huge thing for for people. But however, you still can, there's instead of it being WAV all the time, you can actually export it out as AIFF, which to me is almost like the same thing. Like, what just happened there, y'all? Man, what's going on? WAV and then AIFF. AIFF is a Mac file. This is something that Macs use. So basically, you still doing WAV, just so it can be universal. So you work with people with PCs, you definitely want to keep it at WAV. If they did MP3, that would be really dope. That would be the idea to be able to export your files in MP3. So maybe that's something that will come later on in a later update. I don't know. I'm just saying. A lot of people feel like I feel, when it comes to that. But I'm gonna continue working on this beat. I just wanted to show y'all like right quick, and I'm actually really excited about like my color pads being back. It actually all this time I'm thinking that my pads were hard. It actually feel because I've been working on this for about a few months here. I've been working on these blue pads, and these are actually harder. And these is supposedly like the NPC pads. If you guys had a chance to play on an NPC, like the actual NPC, I'm still unsure as to what the Renaissance or the Touch feels like. I don't own that product, so I don't know what it feels like. I was going to pay a visit to Guitar Center one day and just play on the pads. Like, ooh, I want to see how they feel. Is it the classic NPC feel? But these are harder. These are harder than these pads, and I'm like, man, I'm over here complaining like these pads are hard, and then actually these are much softer than these here. So it's like I waste my time and money. But you never know until you try it, right? So if y'all looking to switch up the game, switch up things, and you looking to get like these like color pads, they got some red ones, they got some black ones, they got two-tone colors, which is pretty cool. And that's what I went with at first. I had one with the black top, and it was clear on the side. So that means my lights on my machine will still illuminate on the side like the Renaissance. Like you can still see the colors come up on the side, but I just felt like it was too hard. Like them joints was like killing my fingers. So I went and got these, and then in the description it said that these were like a little softer or whatever, and come to find out that they were like almost the same thing. It was like a waste of time. So if you guys so I would not recommend this. I would just recommend sticking with how Maschine came, and plus keep in mind that if you try to change out your pads, you void the warranty on your machine. So if you have any issues later on and you need to send it in to get it checked out, keep in mind if you change your pads, you voided your warranty and you can't get help, or you have to pay money or something, or you can go to a third party site somewhere and or a third party company and pay money to have them to fix your machine. But other than that, guys, I think that's all I want to show you guys. I could go and finish this here, but I don't want to take up all your time or whatever. So I'm gonna get ready to leave, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. At some point, I will probably update my channel with the latest sound, what I did to this track here at some point. So I want to say thanks to you guys for hanging out with me. All your comments and questions were awesome. I appreciate it. I always enjoy myself answering questions with you guys, and I got a couple of things going on. I want you guys to support me. I got this program platform for young people that I started called ASYDE, ASYDE, and it stands for Another Sound Youth Development Enrichment. And basically it's a focused mentorship towards the youth in music production. So I'll just be like pretty much like pouring into the young people and helping them out, giving them pointers and tips and things, showing them how to use the EQ, compressor, reverb, that type of thing. And so if you guys looking for more information about that, while we are in the beginning stages, still kind of, building things, the platform, you guys can sign up now. It's available on the site, ksound.com/ASYDE, aside. So as a side, substituting the I for the Y. And that's how you find me. Shep says she gonna love it. So far, nice and clean. Keep it simple. Keep them coming, dog. Absolutely. That's the whole point behind music production. You want to keep it simple. You want to make your point and get out. You know what I mean? And that's the problem sometimes, where we spend too much time in music. And I'm guilty of this. where I spend too much time in something, and then it'll just be a busy track. Like, you don't need all of that. And so that's something I'm learning, even myself. I'm teaching myself how to just go in, keep it simple, make it hot, get out. Show the artist, if they dig it, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point behind it. And I'm glad you point that out. Are you on the Mac? Yes, I am. This is a iMac. It's a 27-inch i5. That is the core that's in it currently, and I love it. I love it. I'm a Mac user. I've been using Macs for years. Everything about me is Mac. All right. To me, I feel like Mac is the way to go. You spend that little extra money, and you get like years of quality. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me. I'm not gonna say what I feel about anything else. I love Macs. Yeah. I'm gonna get on out of here. You guys were awesome as always. My name is Ella from ksound.com. Please always remember, visit the website, and there's gonna be an email thing that pop up. Make sure you just put your name in there, and be sharing cool things with you guys. Events and stuff that comes up. I don't know, different giveaways or sales that may occur in the future on some of the courses and things like that, and products that we have. You know what I'm saying? We are linking up with more companies where we, getting more involved in reviews and things like that. And so that will involve reviews, giveaways during those reviews. You know what I'm saying? So, that's something to look forward to in the near future. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna complete this here, and you guys remember to stay cool, be creative, and just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Music is art. You are the artist. Paint your picture. I'm out of here.